a quick recap of what happened. So this morning when we took out this support level approximately and we got that big down bar, we hedged off, but we left it in still a bullish trade because we hedged off above us. We still have an open-ended risk graph that will make us money with the increasing volatility. And if you look at this right here, this is coming into about the close. This is a 5-minute on the S&P. S&P sells off at the end of the day and you get a pop in SKF. Okay, so it jumps up and it had a lot of volatility today, a lot. It actually closed positive. We're in the middle of a trading range against this pivot, and it should have reversed this morning. Sure enough, it did. And now if you look at this, let's grab this to a drawing tool. This is a fib retracement. We'll probably come up at least to this 0.618. Depending on how you draw it, that's called a wick method. This is called a body method. The body of this candlestick to the body of this candlestick. You know, it's all close. You're at a reversal point where you might want to hedge off because you're at a Fibonacci number. Fine. We broke support. It rallied back. We hedged off. That's fine, but we left it open-ended. This is where we're at right now. And so total, if we look at the overall position, we're at 472 down on SKF ever, but we've banked $900 in profit. Any rise, and I'll be able to hedge back up to the 1200 if I want, but I'm trying to avoid that. I would like to let this thing be open-ended. It is possible with the debt ceiling and all the talks that we get a monster down day. Well, I need to be positioned for that. And we had a double great day. Silver went up also. Okay, so we want to hold this precious metal, and this SKF, it'll help us. It'll help us on the downside. This is innately bullish, and this is an innately bullish trade. So this brings us up to 10,100 profit this year. So we're in, so far, these are open positions. We've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4. But these are open ones. This one's still being worked. This one's still being worked. This one's still being worked. And these are cumulative trades. I mean, for the last 300 days, if I take the last 300 bars and I just grab this and I look at how many trades we've taken, this should be stunning to some of you. Okay. 198 orders. If I take the $10,000 divided by 198 orders, $10,000, that's one too many zeros, 10, 1, 2, 3, divided by 198, that's $50 an order that we're hitting. Now, that's trade history right there. 249 fills because some of them are broken, but you're looking at 198 orders in there. That's a lot of orders over the last 300 days to be tossing in. It averages us out $50. That means I'm never really at risk. I'm constantly tweaking the trade like we're doing with SKF. We're ebbing and flowing with the market. We're mid-ranged right now. We're mid-range. Let's grab this back. You don't need to see my computer code. Let's grab this back on here. We're mid-range on our SKF. So we have to kind of watch this. We're saying, you know, we're in the middle between support and resistance. Well, it could go back down. Goes back down, we don't lose any on that. Goes up, we win. Here's the risk graph. Open-ended, and look, we've set it so we have no, this is called a no-risk trade. It took me a few positions to get into a no-risk trade. Just taking quick little pops against it. Little bits of wins, little bits of wins, little bits of wins. But we're in this position now where I can let it go. Will I let it go? Probably not. It'll run up a little ways. I'll think that it's going to get bearish, and I'll hedge off when it comes back. I'll adjust it. I can only do this till about August 4th. The closer and closer I get to expiration, the harder and harder it is for me to live with the 6 calls. I'll have to liquidate the 6 calls, pick a different instrument, or look for a new trade to get on and work after the August one. And so we're getting these longer term options out here that we're working. Another good one is the silver one. If we look at SLV, I mean, I think we have the $45 calls, which are clear up here, and we have the $35 puts. Well, those $45 calls, when we did it, it was a much different market. I don't really mind it because we're looking at, it's the October 35 put in the 47 calls. Now, when we did it, they were worth 216. These 35 puts haven't decayed in value as much, but they'll slowly come down and get rid of this. And we're just making it back on time decay. So this thing will eventually go down. And I didn't mind being put to at 35. If it's going to put to me at 35, I'll sell some calls against it. We doubt that it's going to stay down there. Any pop up, we'll look at closing the puts. You know, any sort of run up, we'll close the puts. And then we'll readjust up here at the 47 calls. So this one, I don't mind taking delivery of. Same with this one. This is above market. I sold in the money puts. Won't mind taking delivery of that one either. So you got to get comfortable taking delivery of some stocks. But that's where the portfolio's set. This is one small one that I work on and share. One of the things that we'll do is try to find a new trade coming up in August to work on.